Vanessa Bryant has taken the witness stand in her trial against LA County. She is suing over shared pictures of the crash site where her husband Kobe and daughter Gianna, as well as 7 others, were killed. KTLA 5's Corrine Winter live now at the courthouse with the details on testimony. Corrine.
Glenn, right now, Vanessa Bryant is being cross-examined by the defense after spending a lot of time on the stand this morning, where she was very emotional. She described how she first learned about the death of her loved ones and also went into great detail about how devastating it was for her when she learned that LA County Sheriff's deputies and firefighters at the scene took pictures of human remains from the massive crime scene. Now, Bryant, she arrived early this morning at the federal courthouse. She's been a fixture inside the courtroom since this trial began last week, listening to graphic testimony from medical examiners and also other officials. And she was extremely emotional on the stand this morning, crying so hard at times that she had to stop. Now, she's suing the county for millions of dollars in damages for negligence, also invading her privacy after her husband, daughter, and 7 other people died when their helicopter crashed back in 2020. Now, some officials on the scene, they snapped photos of victims, they shared them with others, and Bryant testified that she thought the first responders would have had compassion, she says, and respect, saying that her loved ones deserved dignity. She says every night before going to bed, she prays for them and is haunted by what was done to them. She says she feels frustrated and helpless and fears every day that these photos will surface online, telling the court, "I don't ever want to see my babies in that way. I don't think anyone should ever have to see their family in that way." She also described the toll this has taken on her. She sometimes feels like she can't breathe and has panic attacks. So an extremely emotional morning so far for Vanessa Bryant. Now listen to this. We had a legal expert weigh in on the huge task ahead for jurors.
This is a very difficult case for a jury to hear because they're going to be given a jury instruction saying they can't decide this case based on sympathy. But with Vanessa Bryant testifying today, how can a jury not sympathize with her? What the county of LA has to do with cross-examining Vanessa Bryant is establish that very few people saw the photographs.
And once Bryant wraps her testimony from cross-examination, the county's attorneys will begin building their case with their defense. We've already heard from first responders in this trial. Some of them have actually apologized to Bryant. The county's biggest argument has been that while photos from the crash site were viewed and shared with others, that they have all been deleted. They've argued that they don't exist in any form and have not appeared online. That's the very latest here in downtown Los Angeles. Corrine Winter, KTLA 5 News. We'll send it back to the studio.